सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ओम जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिवराशक्तिमात्रे माता पितृदेवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। आद्यशंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त गुरूणां देवतानाम् अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अवाप्त्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्दर्शन साधु संत ऋषिमुनि दर्शनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याण एकता सामरस्यता प्राप्त्यर्थं समस्त सनातन धर्म भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक संस्थापकानां विघ्नशत्रु निर्मूलन शक्ति संपदा साधन वाप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणं द्वादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम् in our most beautiful program of Paranam of Bhagavatam, or all Shastras we are doing throughout the day, all the classes. I believe it's one of the beautiful thing we are doing it to ourselves by becoming aware of the mantras and ourselves chanting with our own mouth. Listening is a good thing, we listen. But involving ourselves and chanting itself is a great, unique thing. In my personal opinion, that is most required in today's world to reinstate or sustain our Sanatana Dharma, whose moolas are the Shastras. I believe whole country of all Sanatana Dharmics every day should spend 1 or 2 hours in the Parayanam, Shravanam, Mananam of our Shastra. Then only the Jnana will be gained for a better life. All the nobility, divinity in its gross and subtle form will prevail in the world. There is no other way. So in that we are doing Dashamaskandha Parayanam. In that also, in the Rasa Panchadhyayi, the first chapter, 29th half of it, we saw when Bhagavan Krishna, when he blew that flute, all the Gopikas, they came running from wherever they were, whatever they were doing, they left everything and came. Now Bhagavan Krishna told them to go back and all the dharmas, etc. he teaches. Now these Gopikas show their prema to Bhagavan in this particular second part of this 29th chapter. It's very enchanting, very beautiful. Bhagavan Krishna के प्रति उनका ये अलौकिक दिव्य प्रेम भक्ति. Now nobody could completely understand and express this prema, bhakti, ekata, ananyata, sharanagati of the Gopikas to Lord Krishna. It's an impossible task. They have not seen only the Jara Buddhi, but they will be telling in the future mantras We know you are not Gopika Nandana, you are the Paramatma only. So after seeing so many Leelas done, how can they have any more doubt? But still, being in the human form or Deha, some of these Lakshanas, Samskaras may be there. But anyway, Yatha Vraja Gopikanam, the Guru Acharya of the Samasta Bhakti Shastra, Sri Naradji himself, when he talks about Bhakti, he never gives his own example or his disciples like Prahlada and all. He gives Vraja Gopikaon ka hi example for the great Bhakti. That's how we will see how their devotion is, and very powerful. If I start explaining each sloka again, it will be yajna of 5-6 days. That we have already done. You will listen to those talks. We'll do only chanting, 1 or 2 thoughts as we discuss now in their continuation if anything is there. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagawatam Puranam Dasmaskandha Parayana Uttaraardham Adekona Shri Shukavacha from 28. Iti vipriyamakarnya gopya govinda bhashitam vishanna bhagna sankalpaha chintam apuruduratyayam krutva mukhanyavashucha shasanena shushyato bimbadharani charanena bhuvam likhantyah asrairupattamashibihi kuchakumkumani tasthur mrujantya urudukha bharasmatushnim प्रेष्ठं प्रियेतरमिव प्रतिभाषमाणं कृष्णं तदर्थ विनिवर्तित सर्वकामाः नेत्रे विमृज्य रुदितोपहते स्म किञ्चितो संरम्भ गद्गदगिरो अब्रुवतानुरक्ताः गोप्य ऊचुः मैवं विभोर्हति भवान् गदितुं नृशंसम् संत्यज्य सर्वविषयान् स्तव पादमूलम् भक्ता भजस्व दुरव ग्रहमात्यजास्मान् देवो यथादिपुरुषो भजते मुमुक्षून् यत्पत्यपत्य सुहृदामनुवृत्तिरङ्ग स्त्रीणां स्वधर्म इति धर्मविदा त्वयोक्तम् अस्त्येवमेतदुपदेशपदे त्वयीशे प्रेष्ठो भवान् स्तनुभृतां किल बन्धुरात्मा कुर्वन्ति हि त्वयि रतिं कुशलाः स्व आत्मन् नित्यप्रिये पतिसुतादिभिरार्तिदैः किं तन्नः प्रसीद परमेश्वरमास्मचिन्द्याः आशाम्भृतां त्वयि चिराद् अरविन्द नेत्र चित्तं सुखेन भवतापहृतं गृहेषु यन्निर्विशत्युतकरावपि गृह्य कृत्ये पादौ पदं न चलतस्तव पादमूलात् याम कथं व्रजमथो करवाम किं वा सिञ्चाङ्गनस्त्वदधारतधरामृत पूरकेण हासावलोककलगीत जहृच्छयाग्निं नो चेद्वयं विरहजाग्न्युपयुक्तदेहाः ध्यानेन यामपदयोः पदवीं सखेते यर्ह्यम्बुजाक्ष तव पादतलं रमाय दत्तक्षणं क्वचिदरण्यजन प्रियस्य अस्प्राक्ष्म तत्प्रभृतिनान्यसमक्षमङ्ग स्थातुं त्वयाभिरमिता बत पारयामः श्रीर्यत्पदाम्बुजरजश्च कमेतुलस्य लब्ध्वापि वक्षसि पदं किल भृत्यजुष्टम् यस्याः स्ववीक्षणकृते न्यसुर प्रयासः तद्वत् वयं च तव पादरज प्रपन्नाः तन्न प्रसीद रुचिनार्दन तेऽङ्घ्रिमूलम् प्राप्ता विसृज्य वसते स्वदुपासनाशाः त्वत्सुन्दरस्मित निरीक्षण तीव्रकामा तप्तात्मनां पुरुषभूषण देहि दास्यम् वीक्ष्यालकावृतमुखं तव कुण्डलश्री गण्डस्थलाधर सुधं हसितावलोकं दत्ताभयं च भुजदण्डयुगं विलोक्य वक्ष श्रियैकरमणं च भवामदास्यः कास्त्र्यङ्गते कलपदायतमूर्च्छितेन सम्मोहितार्यचरितात् न चलेत् त्रिलोक्यां त्रैलोक्यसौभगमिदं च निरीक्ष्य रूपं यद्गोद्विज द्रुममृगाः पुलकान्यबिभ्रन् व्यक्तं भवान् व्रजभयार्तिहरोऽभिजातः देवो यथादिपुरुष सुरलोकगोप्ता तन्नो निदेहि करपङ्कजमार्तबन्धो तप्तस्तनेषु च शिरस्सु च किङ्करीणाम् श्रीशुक उवाच इति विक्लवितं तासां श्रुत्वा योगेश्वरेश्वरः रहस्य सदयं गोपीः आत्मा रामोऽप्यरीरमतो ताभिः समेताभिरुदारचेष्टितः प्रियेक्षणोत्फुल्लमुखीभिरच्युतः उदारहास द्विजकुन्दधीदितिः व्यरोचनैतैणाङ्क इवोडुभिर्वृतः उपगीयमान उद्गायन् वनिता शतयूतवः मालां बिभ्रत् वैजयन्तीं व्यचरन्मण्डयन् वनम् नद्याः पुलिनमाविश्य गोपीभिर्हिमवालुकम् रेमे तत्तरलानन्द कुमुदामोदवायुना बाहुप्रसादपरिरम्भकरालकोरु नीमीस्तनालवननर्मनखाग्रपातैः श्वेल्यावलोकहसितैर्व्रजसुन्दरीणाम् उत्तम्भयन् रतिपतिं रमयाञ्चकार एवं भगवतः कृष्णात् लब्धमाना महात्मनः आत्मानं मे निरे स्त्रीणां मानिन्योऽभ्यधिकं भुवि तासां तत्सौभगमदं वीक्ष्यमानं च केशवः प्रशमाय प्रसादाय तत्रैवान्तरधीयत इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे भगवतो रासक्रीडावर्णनं नाम एकूनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Each shloka of this Rasa Panchadhyayi is filled with inexplicable prema of these Gopikas to Krishna and Bhagavan Krishna's prema anugraha to them. Then they say so many things. Now each one description is big. Like the Adi Purusha blesses the Mumukshus, Paramatma. You bless us also, because as they give up everything and surrender totally to Adi Purusha, so too we give up everything and have surrendered to you. In this way, Tanna Prasida Parameshwara Masma Chindyaha Asham Mrutantvai. So this is Bhaktas, Bhakti to the Lord, requesting him not to discard. Then Chittam Sukhena Bhavata Apahrutam Gruyeshu. We really want to do in the Gruha Karyas, do the Gruha Karyas. But then to do the Gruha Karya, the Chitta is required. But where is the Chitta? It is already looted by you. So Pada Padam na Charata Hatava Padamulat. And you want us to go from here, we have lost the control of our Charana Pada also, because they are also surrendered to you. They don't want to move from you even an inch also. So Yama Katham Vrajam. How can we leave and go to Vrajabhumi? And then Karavama Kimva. What else we can do there? Because our entire Prana, Aham, Antakarna, Indriya, Shakti, everything is lost in our prema for you. Then they say, give us that love. If not, no ched vayam virahaja agni upayukta dehaha dhyanena yama padayoho padavibhe sakhete. Only in that viraha agni we will burn ourselves and reach you. If you don't accept us. And then they talk about Mahalakshmi Mata also is you at your feet, who is also in your Vakshasthala, but revels in doing service at your feet. To that Lakshmi, everybody else also wants. Now we also want to become your Padadasya. So you have accepted her, you must accept us also. So Taptatmanam Purusha Bhushana Dehi Dasyam. Hey Bhushana among all Purushas, our hearts are longing for you. Give us the Dasyam. In this way, they express all that prema. Then we know you are here expressed to protect the Vraja Bhumi Vasins. So put your hand on our head and bless us and accept us. In that way, they shower their Ananya Prema towards the Lord. And then, when Prema to the Bhagavan is true, pure in the heart, all other bandhanas, etc., won't stay, whether it is a man or woman. These people, unfortunately, are born in the women yoni. Therefore, all the questions out. But minus that Sharira Tadatmya, if we see the Gopikas, there is an ultimate Ananya Bhakti Sharanagati. And what Bhagavan says in Gita as Sarvadharman Pariteja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. If at all somebody has completely done it, is only the Gopikas here. Remember always, they with their prema came to Krishna only, not anywhere else. That bhakti prema towards Bhagavan. In this way, Bhagavan was pleased with them. Then they had a very good time there in the Yamuna Pulina. Then they felt they are the most fortunate and great ones in the entire universe. Bhagavan never likes the ahankara. Ishwarasya abhimana dveshitvat dainya priyatvat cha. Then immediately Bhagavan prasamaya prasadaya, to subdue their ego, then again give them more prema anugraha, tatra eva antaradhiyata. He has disappeared there. Then in this tomorrow's next chapter of this Rasa Panchadhyayi, when they see Bhagavan is gone, then go to every tree, plant, animal, river, whatever. To all of them they ask, have you seen our Krishna and all that? That Gopikas Viraha Gita is one of the most enchanting thing of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then they do that Gopika Gitam also. Then when they, having done so, become so miserable and cry with that Ananyata, then in that 32nd chapter, again Bhagavan comes. Then they have that Rasa Krida. Then they indirectly ask him some questions like objections. Bhagavan answers all of them. Then Sri Shukadev Ji gives the Falashruti of this great bhakti of the examples of bhakti called Gopikas. What's that? Let us watch tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just our idea was to chant. Along with that, little glimpses we are seeing. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Krupātamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Dharma Samuchhidagaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Sadam Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kimva Parayirishvaraha Sadyo Hrudyavarudyate Trakrutivihi Shushrushuvistakshanat Krishna Priyam Sakalakalmasanasanancha Mukti Kahetumiha Bhakti Vilasakari Sapta Katanakamidam Vivatadharena Loke Tirtha Parishilana Sevaya Kim Narayanan Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayed Swarge Satye Jagailase Vaikunthe Nasti Ayam Rasaha Ata Pivantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchata Karhichida Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuranam Dvadasha Skandha Abhasascha Nirodhascha Yatascha Dhyavasiyate Sa Ashraya Param Brahma Paramatmeti Shabdyate Om Atha Dvitiyodhyaya. We have seen yesterday the first adhyaya of this 12th Ashraya Skandha of the Rajas of the KALIYUGA mentioned at length. Kings who will rule it. The good people, bad people, every one of them were described, whoever were there. And this sargas or this skandha's theme is Ashraya. We have to mind it throughout our study of this skandha. Like we were aware of the theme of the 11th skandha when we were chanting, and that was mukti. And we were always focusing, mukti is hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavastite. Here also ashraya is the theme. What is ashraya? To way ki abhasaha nirodha yataha cha adhyavasiyate. The entire abhasa, imagination, projection of the word is on what substratum. And when all this projection goes, into what it goes, that is called ashraya, and that ashraya is Param Brahma, that Param Brahma alone is Paramatma. It is theoretically. Practically also, we as a jiva have to know that the ashraya for this jiva bhavanas is Param Brahma only, and actually that Param Brahma are we. Knowing ourselves as Brahma Tattva, then at the Upadi level, whatever leelas have to be done, we will conduct. In that ashrayatva in Lord, because of total surrender at Vyavahara level, as well as oneness in the Dhyana level, because we are not separate from the Lord, there is no word extra or special to trouble us or bind us. That is the result of finding the Lord to be ashraya. That's called mukti. There is no more bandhanam. Bandhanam will come to me when I have my upadhis identified with and working in this world, dividing it as mine or not mine. When we are in the ashraya Bhagavan, by thought, word and deed, none of the world, all these things and all the identities can exist. Therefore, there is no samsara. It's just like be in the ashraya of Bhagavan and relax. That is what he said, whether it is sarvadharman parityaja or ananya shintayantamam or manmanabha mad bhakto. All these shlokas uddesha is to discover the ashraya in the Lord, who is already the ashraya to everything, because he is the substratum of everything, and everything and being, whatever they are doing, the shakti for it, the instruments for it, the knowledge for it, the opportunity for it, everything is given by that Paramatma. So these are all to be sorted out in our spiritual understandings. It will take time, but slowly, steadily we understand. This Dehadi Upadi also given by him. In the Dehadi, whatever the Shakti Adi are there, that also are his own expressions. Morning our Telugu people were listening in Vishnu Sahasranama. Wonderful it was. Slowly we started with the outer things. Dev Sachandra Arka Nakshatra Kham disho bhur mahodadihi vasudevasya viryena vidrutani mahatmana. Then we talked about all the celestial bigger beings. Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Garakshasam Jagadvashe Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam. Then we are coming today, tomorrow we'll see third one. Indriyani Manobuddhi Sattvam Tejo Balam Dhruti Vasudevatmakani Ahu Kshetragni Yavacha. So in this way, we will discover that anything existing and anything doing anything in that existence and doing, whatever the substratum Ashriya is Paramatma. That's what, in that ornament, every corner of that ornament is Bhagavan only, or the gold only. Ashriya. We have to be established in that knowledge. Never have any ignorance of separation from the Lord, of ourselves, or of other beings, or of the entire world. World is Narayanamaya. In the world, all beings are Narayanamaya. Among those beings, this individual, who so far thought himself out of ignorance to be something other than the other beings in the world, also is Narayanamaya. Narayanoham, Narakantakoham, Purantakoham, Purushoham Eshaha, Hiranmayoham, Shivarupamasmi. All the Shastras talk about. Means what? But who is able to say that? The one who has transcended the reality given to the Jiva Bhava out of delusion. Delusion ke karana, the snake is given reality. Somebody is seeing snake, somebody is seeing the garland, somebody is seeing the hosepipe, somebody is seeing the bhuchidram, and one rope. In fact, all of them are nothing but the reality, the snake rope only. On that only they are all projected. In the same way, we have to come to that removal of the delusion of something existing independent of Paramatma. So our Vyasa or Dhyana, our attention should be on the substratum, the Ashraya, Paramatma. First, thereafter, his own expression are these Rupanamatmaka Jagat with his own power, Maya, which has no purpose of its own. But for the Lord it is an entertainment, and for you and I, it is to serve the Lord in the form of the world, and worship the Lord, and again reach back to our unity with the Lord. Jagat का उद्देश्य सेवा, भक्ति और ज्ञान के लिए है. ऐसा जो लेता है जगत को, he is in the aklishta vritti. He is in the kalyana vahata of his chitta vaham prabha. The one who doesn't have this idea, then the opposite of it, the one who says Vishayas are in this world for my bhoga, he is in the papa vaha. So, samsara pragbhara, then aviveka vishaya nimna is papa vaha. So, this we have to listen. This we have to deeply understand. This we have to accept. Then we have to mold ourselves from the papa vaha to kalyana vaha in our chitta vrittis and dehendriya pravrittis. That's called as sadhana. For that, million are the examples. Wherever anybody were in the kalyana vahata, they all were in that prashanta vaha and anandas. Whoever were in the papa vaha, they troubled others, they suffered, finally they perished. So our own life's example, half to harihi, where we are in the papa vaha marga, how many times we brought dukkha to us. Now take up the punya vaha marga. Sometimes we are doing that also, if not highest punya vaha meditation, but some good karma, upasana, satsanga, seva we are doing. Are we not getting the true peace, true fulfillment in us? Is there any regret and guilt whenever you gave the dhanam or any upasanas punyam? It's always fulfilling. But in other all the bhoga and for the sake of that doing all the papa, other than regret, was there any time true happiness? Think about it. These should help us in coming out of the non-positive into the positive. And this is what is our sadhana. While doing it slowly, steadily, we reach to become qualified for discovering Lord to be the Ashraya of everything and revel in Him. Ashraya Skandha. Very beautiful it is. The thought itself is so elating. And the opposite of it, why we are leaving the Ashraya, the Lord, and becoming Ashrita on all the delusory things and beings, including our own upadhis and suffering. When we are Ashrita to the Lord, Lord makes us the Lord of our own upadhis, and through that Lord gives us all the happiness of the world if we seek. Finally, He gives us the ability, capacity to merge in Him with Jnanam. If we are not taking the Ashraya of the Lord, we are denied of all that empowerment, then these Panchabhautika Panchakoshas, waiting for that occasion only, enslave us and make us so miserable. That is what you and I know. Bhagavan ka Ashraya. What a beautiful thing in life. Why we are hesitating? Why we are going away from Him? We have to question again and again that. And the answer is, don't ask why. Just start becoming dependent on the Lord. How do we do? Only few things. Here, anything we have now is given by Prasadam. Through that we reach Him only. If these things are constantly done till it becomes natural, that's called as taking Bhagavan as an Ashraya. After that, there is no suffering in the world for us. We suffer only because of internal misadjustments. When the adjustment is rightly made, I am in Ashraya. And a one who is in the Ashraya of the Lord, from himself, he doesn't ask anything. Anything given he takes as prasada. In that anything, it can be sukha, dukkha, labha, hani, jana, pajara, mrityu, or jaya, apajaya, jara, mrityu also. सब प्रसाद के रूप में लेते हैं. That is called आश्रय. भगवान का आश्रय ले लो, माया भी हमारे गुलाम बनेगी. नहीं लिया भगवान का आश्रय, Maya takes position, and then it makes us enter into the world and do so many things, go to different lokas. Like we do every day. When we don't come to the class, we are only in the Maya, in the mana, doing something or the other, anything other than divine. But in the class, we are doing Mananam Chintanam, trying to hold to the feet of God. Lord is giving us Bhakti Jnanam, through which Maya itself is not troubling us. It is going to help and serve us also if required. Ashrayam is the Dvadasha Skandhasya theme. Keep it in the mind. In that, already Ashraya is Bhagavan to all of us. Let us discover it and let us abide in it. Then feel free and happy. मैं उनके चरण में आश्रित होकर हूं, तो मुझे ना कुछ चाहिए, ना मुझे कुछ कोई बिगाड़ सकता. This type of feeling. Without that, taking the Lord as an ashraya, able to fight with the samashti in the form of this Maya, or Maya in the form of samashti. क्या करेंगे अपने मन बुद्धि चित्त से एक पूरा दुनिया को हरा सकते हैं क्या? अब वही आएगा पोर्शन इन फर्स्ट 20 श्लोकास. The Kaliyugas Bhayankara Guna Lakshanas are told. Then what is the way staying in Kaliyuga, not to get influenced by them? Kalau Kesava Kirtanat, Kalau Narayaneva Ashraya. Feel that. Somehow that faith that Narayana is there all powerful. When we take him as support, he will take care of us. Somehow this deep understanding, this deep faith should dawn in us. The purpose of all upasanas, prarthanas, parayanas, shastra, shravana, adhyayana are only for this. Purpose is this one. Somehow, anyhow, everyhow, deeply the Narayana is there with all power. When we surrender to him, take him as an ashraya, he will take us across the ocean of delusion or misery. अनंत संसार समुद्र तार नौकायिताभ्याम गुरु भक्तिदाभ्याम वैराग्य साम्राज्य पूजनाभ्याम नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्याम श्री वेंकटेश चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. दिस कॉल्ड एज आश्रय, शरणागति. डेवलप करते जाना है, करते जाना है. As you and I have our own powers, but Alpa, there is a powerful God whose powers are Sarva. Alpa Shakti is Sarva Shakti. We are Alpagna is Sarvagna. We are Alpa Vyapaka is Sarva Vyapaka. We are Alpa Karma is Sarva Karma. Take his support, he is there. Through any of the names forms. Call him Rama, call him Krishna, how does it matter? In any form you call, he will answer. आश्रय हमको भगवान का पकड़ में आना चाहिए. ठीक है. Now in the second chapter of 12th skandha, we will be seeing the half portion about Kaliyuga's Bhayankara Dharma, Adharmas in fact, how horrible, terrible it is. We will chant it 5,000 years back written. We can exactly see what is said there is happening now. After that explained, then Bhagavan's avatar as Kalki is told. He comes and removes all Dushta Rajas. And then Kruta Yuga starts from that time. Okay, then all this and Kaliyuga and this Nakshatra Mandala, Saptarishi Mandala, all that Sambandha in some shlokas it is said. But towards the end in 5-6 chapters, shlokas, especially Raja Parikshit ji ko Shukadev ji address करते हुए कहते हैं कि people come as behaving like big kings etc. Ultimately they hadi, not knowing that their kingdom also will perish one day, and this deha with all its shaktis, beauties, ultimately which they became arrogant, that's only going to go into the earth or become an ashes or going to be eaten by the krimi kitaka. इसके लिए कितना परेशान होते हैं बेवकूफ लोग. It will be told that last 3-4 shlokas are very powerful of this particular second chapter. Okay, today we will do the chanting of shloka 22 Parayanam we will do. 22 shlokas. Then जितना हो सके आज अर्थ हम देखेंगे बाकी कल. So anyway, our big portion of Mukti Skandha of 31 chapters of 506 days it is over. Now you have seen yesterday in one day, one chapter we finished. So now the Gadi will move fast. Not as fast as yesterday, the same way, not as slow as the 28, 29, 30, 31 chapters, which took 1 to 2 months. Maybe in 2 or 3, 4 max days, we will be able to finish one chapter. 13 chapters, maybe in one month time, we can be concluding our Bhagavatam. What to start? Let us see later. So let us do the Parayanam of 22 shlokas. Om Shri Krishna Vara Brahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Maha Puranam. Dvadasha Skandha. Avasasya Tirodhasya. Yatasya Dhyavaseyate. Sahasraya Param Brahma. Paramatmeti Shabdhyate. Athadvitiyodhyayah. Shri Shukavacha. ततश्चानुदिनं धर्मः सत्यं शौचं क्षमादया कालेन बलिना राजन् नक्षत्यायुर्बलं स्मृतिः वित्तमेव कलौ नॄणां जन्माचारगुणोदयः धर्मन्यायव्यवस्थायां कारणं बलमेव हि दाम्पत्येऽभिरुचेर्हेतुः मायैव व्यावहारिके स्त्रीत्वे पुंस्त्वे च हिरतिः विप्रत्वे सूत्रमेव हि लिंगमेवाश्रमख्यातौ अन्योन्यापत्ति कारणम् अनुवृत्त्या ज्ञाय दौर्बल्यं पाण्डित्ये चापलं वचः अनाढ्यतैवा साधुत्वे दम्भ एव तो स्वीकार एव चोद्वाहे स्नानमेव प्रसाधनं दूरे वार्ययनं तीर्थं लावण्यं केशधारणम् उदरं भरता स्वार्थः सत्यत्वे धार्ष्ट्यमेव हि दाक्ष्यं कुटुम्बभरणं यशोर्थे धर्मसेवनम् एवं प्रजाभिर्दुष्टाभिः आकीर्णे क्षितिमण्डले ब्रह्मविक्षत्रशूद्राणां यो बली भविता नृपः प्रजा हि लुब्धैः राजन्यैः निर्घृणैर्दस्युधर्मिभिः अच्छिन्नदार द्रविणाः यास्यन्ति गिरिकाननं शाकमूलाविषक्षौद्रा फलपुष्पाष्टिभोजनाः अनावृष्ट्या विनङ्क्षन्ति दुर्भिक्षकरपीडिताः शीतवातातपप्रावृटु हिमैरन्योन्यत प्रजाः क्षुत्रुभ्यां व्याधिश्चैभिश्चैव सन्तप्स्यन्ते च चिन्तया 30-20 वर्षाणि परमायुः कलौ नृणां क्षीयमाणेषु देहेषु देहिनां कलिदोषतः वर्णाश्रमवतां धर्मे नष्टे वेदपथे नृणां पाषण्डप्रचुरे धर्मे दस्युप्रायेषु राजसु चौर्यानृतवृथा हिंसा नानावृत्तिषु वैनृषु शूद्रप्रायेषु वर्णेषु छागप्रायासु धेनुषु गृहप्रायेष्वाश्रमेषु यौनप्रायेषु बन्धुषु अणुप्रायास्वोषधीषु शमीप्रायेषु स्थास्नुषु विद्युत्प्रायेषु मेघेषु शून्यप्रायेषु सद्मसु इत्थं कलौ गतप्राये जने दुःखरधर्मिणि धर्मत्राणाय सत्त्वेन भगवान् अवतरिष्यते। चराचर गुरोर्विष्णोः ईश्वरस्याखिलात्मनः धर्मत्राणाय साधूनां जन्म कर्मापनुत्तये शम्बलग्राममुख्यस्य ब्राह्मणस्य महात्मनः भवने विष्णुयशसः कल्किः प्रादुर्भविष्यते। अश्वमाशुगमारुह्य देवदत्तं जगत्पतिः असिना साधुदमनम् अष्टैश्वर्यगुणान्वितः विचरन्नाशुना क्षोण्यां हयेना प्रतिमद्युतिः वृषलिङ्गच्छदोदस्यो नृपलिङ्गच्छदोदस्योनु कोटिशो निहनिष्यति अथ तेषां भविष्यन्ति मनांसि विशदानि वै वासुदेवाङ्गरागाति पुण्यगन्धानिलस्पृशां पौरजानपदानां वै हतेषु अखिलदस्युषु तेषां प्रजाविसर्गश्च स्तविष्टः सम्भविष्यति वासुदेवे भगवति सत्त्वमूर्तौ हृदि स्थिते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। So many things to discuss there. First point is what? The ups and downs are always in the Srishti in terms of gunas. Sattva guna vriddhi, Shuddha Sattva, Satya Yuga will be there, Kruta Yuga will be there. Sattva with Rajas and Tamas will be, the Treta Yuga will be there. The Rajas with Sattva and Tamas, the Dvapara will be there. Tamas Pradhana, little Sattva, Rajas, very less Sattva will be, Kali Yuga also comes. You and I now are in this Kali period by our own choice. And then we, through our own sadhana, for our own self, we can create Sattva Yuga, Satya Yuga for us. Or through the upasanas, we can get the Janma in the Kala when the Satya or Treta Yugas will be prevalent. So, and secondly, all these gunas of Kali, which are so terrible, why it is put in Bhagavatam and shown to us is, one is what? protect yourself from the entry of these gunas, you can do that. By your own being regular in your own swadhyaya and sadhana. And in the world when all these are happening, observe, do your role, not to allow them to grow according to your own capacity and dharma. Nirantara send those thoughts and prayers to the Paramatma through Upasana that reinstate Krita Yuga in everybody's heart. That is what the max we can do. Then why the Kaliyuga comes is the Jivas. They get enchanted with the world. They want the Bhoga. They are Bhoga Parayana. For that, all the nobility, goodness, they start giving up. All the negativities they adopt. Then when more people are at that time, obviously the Yuga takes shape as a Kali. That's how it is. Some places there is no question to be asked. That's how it is, you have to accept. Then what to do we can ask. What we can do is, when you know these are the Kali Durgunas, which you have already seen in the Prathama Skandha, when Bhagavan Raja Parikshit goes to defeat the Kali, how that Kali Yugas, all dharmas, there also they were explained. So when you know them, they are the Kali Dharma Durguna, and when we know that these are all the Achara and beautiful dharmas, we should give up that Kali and take up this Achara. That's why tomorrow also, again in Vishnu Sahasranama, Sarvagamanam Achara Parikalpyate, Pratamam Parikalpate, Achara Prabhu Dharmaha, Dharmasya Prabhu Achyutaha. That beautiful shloka we are going to see. Achyuta is the Prabhu of the Dharma and all Acharas depend on Dharma. Therefore, by doing the Achara of Dharma, we make the Achyuta happy. For that only, we are human beings. And to know that, we are given intellect. When the intellect is not used to understand Dharma, get convinced by it and practice it, then that intellect takes adharma as Dharma. Then the human falls from the human level to the animal and devil level. He creates chaos and commotions to himself as well as the world around him. Very, very careful. So when we were studying the Krita Yuga, the good qualities there, Treta Yuga, there also Ram Bhagwan Raj kar rahe the, how wonderful it was. Just because one fellow said, for the sake of him, Bhagwan ने पूरा सीता जी को अग्नि प्रवेश कराया, सीता जी को उन्होंने त्याग ही कर दी. What a status of values there. That is the standard of society there. A king, even if one person says something, he is ready to give up his own most beloved wife, even though he knows she is 100% pure and true. That's the standard of society in Ramavatara Kala. Now देखो, the more number of cases, the more one is powerful in the politics and everywhere. That's what we are going to study now in the second chapter, right from the beginning. So then, as it was asked by Parikshit only to Sukadev ji, Shaunak ji to Sutta, it was said, what will Bhagavan do? He will only be there watching it. Because people are not demanding the Satyayugas, Lakshana, they themselves are by choice going for the Kaliyuga Lakshana. Bhagavan to jo hum mangte hai wo dene wale. That is why when great Mahatmas come in thousands of numbers and inspire the people to seek the Satgunas of Kaliyuga, the Treta Satyayuga, then by Bhagavan's grace, the Satyayuga will come. If the Jivas, because of their impure mind, are seeking only the Bhoga, the Adharma, Bhagavan kya hai, jo mangte ho dete. Just now we said it. So the great Mahatmas, Gurus, what they are doing is creating the desire of Adhyatmakata, Sattvikata in all the beings, which is a very, very tough job. One side, according to the Kala, Kali goes on showing its own effect. Other side, defending or defeating that Kali, fighting with that Kali to these Mahatmas to bring that Sattva-guna, desires or Lakshanas in us is a Herculean task. But they don't give up. They go on doing. And we also getting inspired by them, setting our life first in the Adhyatma sadhana like that of Satyayuga, slowly as we establish, we should also help them and support them in re-bringing back the Satyayuga. Satyayuga means Shuddha Adhyatmakata is the Lakshya. In the Treta Yuga, the Paripalana is a Lakshya. In Dwapara Yuga, Artha is a Lakshya. In Kali Yuga, Bhoga is a Lakshya. Indriya Bhoga, Vishaya Bhoga. There is no value to anything else other than Bhoga. Bhoga के लिए ही जीते हैं. और भोग पाने के लिए कुछ भी करने को तैयार होता है. यहाँ तक भी योग भी भोग के लिए होता है. Is it not? Yoga asanas are done so that the body is healthy, so that they can have good more bhoga. Is it not? All the Adhyatmika sadhanas are done so that more and more disciples, more and more ashramas, more and more names and fames and awards given. Yoga is also for bhoga. That is the Bhayankara sthiti of Kaliyuga, where people lose sight of what is the highest and purest goal, Paramatma. उसमें किंचित भी भोग हो ही नहीं सकता, सब त्याग ही होगा उधर. But then bhoga is for the sake of bhoga only, even yoga is done. भोग त्यागने से योग होता है कि नहीं? भोग के लिए ही योग करने का स्थिति एक कलियुग का है. So, you know, people also say, I enjoyed your talk, Swamiji. Swami also says, yes, I also enjoyed today's topic. Means both of them enjoyed. Enjoyment is bhoga. How can satsanga be bhoga, batao? It's absolutely wrong thing. You cannot enjoy a concert, enjoy a satsang and all. The concert, what I mean is the bhajan and kirtana when somebody is singing. In that we have to surrender in devotion to God. The God, it's not a Vishaya vastu. For us, everything is enjoyment. I enjoyed Bhagavatam, Ramayanam. अरे भोगी महाराज ये एंजॉय करना नहीं, इंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि का थोड़ी है, ये तो शरणागति वाला है, ये तो तत्व चिंतन तत्व विषय का बात है. By the way, that's how the Kaliyuga is. Now we chanted the mantras. Few of the things we see, how nicely they are matching with our own. Now it always what started? The kings of Kaliyuga were described. And towards the end, end means in that first chapter, the position of the people and the kings was described. How was that? If you remember it, just refer to those 4 slokas. What is that? Ki Magadhanam tu, from 36th shloka, you can see of the first chapter. Among these Magadhas, one king will be there, whose own main name is Vishwaspurjihi. Spurjihi, later on he will become famous by name Puranjayaha. He is the one who makes Pulinda Yadu Madraka Vamsha. Then at that time, that king himself changes all the that time of positive constitutions of spirituality, etc. He re-establishes all the negative things. How he does it was Prajahacha Abrahma Bhuishtaha Tavaishyati Durmati. Abrahma Bhuishtaha Prajaha Durmati Stava means all non-Brahmin people, means those who don't have scriptural knowledge, those who don't have traditional thing, them he makes them as ministers and all. And these Brahmana, they are suppressed. मतलब तब से जाकर ये start होगा. Then Viryavan Kshatra Mutsadhya, even the Kshatra dharma of the respect, love for the world and people, and even ready to sacrifice their life for the sake of people or the nation, those Kshatriyas also are defeated or demotivated or never given a place to be in the kingdom. Then Padmavatyam Savai Puri. So in that Padmavati Puri he will be there. Anugangam Aprayagam. Starting from Ganga Sagam, Gangotri, etc. up to Prayaga tak, he will be ruling that. Bhokshati Medini. Okay. There the kingdoms are these. Saurashtra, Avanti, Abhira, Shura, Arbuda, Madava. These are the names of the kingdoms that time, like we have these states now. In all these kingdoms of the entire nation, Vratyaha Dvijaha Bhavishyat. All the Brahmanas become Vrata, means without any Yajnopavidadi Samskara, including when the Samskara Yajnopavidhi nahi kiya gaya, why will he do all that Sandhya Vandanam, all that? अब संध्या वंदन ही छोड़ दी जो अर्जुन करनी है, Where will you do the yajnas, upasanas, puja and Ved chanting, all that? Gone. नाम के वास्ते ब्राह्मण रहेंगे, even thread भी नहीं पहनेंगे. All that will come again in the next chapter also. Continuation. Is I am giving you that connection between that and this. Then Shudra Praya Janadipa. And the kings are just like Shudra. Getting up at 10, 11 o'clock, even without washing face and all, eating the food, and in the mind nothing but bhoga, laziness, no culture, no tradition, no purity. These are the lakshanas which will come now again in next chapter. That the kings are like Shudra and Brahmanas like Vrata without Yajnopavitadi samskara. In all these Saurashtra, Avanti, Avira, Shura, Arbuda, Malava, Deshas. Then Sindhos Tatam, the Chandrabhaga Tatam, Chandrabhaga Nadi, Sindhu Nadi ke Tata. In between that whole kingdom, Kauntim, the Kuntipura, Kashmira Mandalam, the Kashmira Pura, Bhokshati are enjoyed. By whom? Shudraha Vrata Adhyaha. You know, Shudra, already said, no, the kings who have become Shudra, then after Shudras only remain as kings. Brahmanas became Vrata, then Vrata only claim themselves to be Brahmana. Bhokshati Shudra, Vrata Adhyaha, Mlechaha. Then all the Mlechas will come. Then all of them are Abrahma Varchasaha. In them there is no Brahma Varchas because of following the Vedic tradition, because of doing the Yajna Agadi, Upasana, without or because of not doing all that what you call Sandhya-Vandana Ityadi. Neither Sandhya-Vandanam nor daily Yajnas, nor the Veda Mantrocharana, none of the festivals that come occasionally practicing, कुछ भी नहीं करते हैं, इसलिए they are like Mlechaha Abrahma Varchasa. So this must have started around 1600, 2000 years back, I say kuch time. We can, these are all Mlecha, Abrahma Varchaha, Shudra, Vrata, they are all non-Hindus are all this. They also take revenge as if they call us also Kafir Gifir and they try to kill us. Now, क्या है? तुल्य काला इमे राजन म्लेच्छ प्रायाश्च भूभृतः. These are all ruling the kingdom simultaneously all over the nation. Then ete adharma anruta paraha. These kings will be adharmik hoenge in getting kingdom and ruling it, etc. Anruta paraha, they are always the speakers of lies only, jhut moto. Then falgudaha, very miser, they don't give the dana adi or facilities, etc. to the praja, from whom they take services and also the money on the name of taxes. They put all their money in their own khajanas, in their own Swiss banks, and from the Swiss bank to hundreds of banks all over the country now. अभी नहीं है money Swiss bank में, पता चल गया ना लोगों को. Many other branches, other banks are opened only for this purpose, then the money transferred there. ये सब नाटक आप ज्यादा मेरे से जानते हो. So that means Falgudaha, then Tivra Manyavaha, they have so much anger that if somebody does anything against them, they only see to it that they are eliminated. You know, all this revenge politics and all, you see that. Then Stri Bala Go Dijagnaha, they do the Himsa and destruction of Stri Bala, children, Go, the cows, Dvija, Brahmana. See, by these 4 words, you have understood exactly whom it is referred to. Stri. How many women of Hindus were killed by those Rakshasas? Bala, children killed, and their own children, they trained them to be terrorists, bomb laga ki tu bhi mar ja, sabko maar. Then Gokhnaha, chance milte hi, they are ready to kill all the cows. And in Kashmir and all, they kill the Brahmanas and all. See, clearly mentioned here. Then Paradara Dhana Adrutaha, those kings and all of them, They are interested in others' wealth, all others' women and all that. Paradardhana adrutaha. That will be the very terrible scenario. That will be is a future tense from the time when Bhagavata is written. For us it is past and present tense, not future. Then Udita Astamita Praya. Udita Astamita Praya means suddenly they come to limelight and already they are lost into the Kala. Udita and Astamita Praya, वो लोग वहाँ होएंगे. Then Udita Astamita means suddenly they are happy and they do all facilities, they come together. Suddenly some problem happens, then again they get separated. With Udita Astamita Praya, you can see in the groups which are getting united time and again to defeat the main government in India. ये लोग मिलते हैं, कभी वो लोग मिलते हैं, वो मिलते हैं, फिर से वो अलग हो जाते हैं. कौन क्या कर रहा है किसी को पता ही नहीं होता. In Hyderabad yesterday when we saw in Telangana, the meeting of all CMs coming from different states and making big talks, lectures and all. It was very good in listening. I didn't listen all. But then this is the meaning. Udita Astamita Praya means suddenly prem इतना आ जाता है कि सब मिल जाता. Some small issue comes, again they get separated. Again, like India-Pakistan. India-Pakistan, तो अब थोड़ा झुक रहे. By the time we were giving helping hand, again they say, remove 370, then we will come and talk to you. What are you doing here? जो गड़बड़ चलता ही रहता है. Anyway, Udita Astamita Praya, simple examples I give in the international front, how the countries, continents come together on some fronts and another fronts they get divided. Chitra Chitra. Finally, Alpa Sattva, Alpa Kayusha. Very less sattva, stamina, abilities, etc. of the buddhi as well as of the sharira. Therefore, Alpa Ayusha, long life they don't have. As the KALIYUGA progresses, only in some places, for some reasons, Ayu will grow, but later on, slowly Ayam gets reduced to average living time. And technically, what is the meaning of it is, the life which is creative, constructive, productive, alone is considered as a life worth calling as a life. अगर आप उस दृष्टि से देखो, even though I live 100 years, in the 10 years only I live noble life, तो मेरा जिंदगी 10 साल का ही है, बाकी 90 waste. Like that also you can interpret. Then asamskritaha means they don't understand Sanskrit bhasha, or they don't have the Upanayana samskara, Vidyabhyasa samskara, Jataka samskara, then Samskriti samskara. And every day from morning getting up till sleeping, there are so many samskara yukta kriya charya, and every charya kriya done is some samskara. They are never ever valued at all. In Sanatana Dharma, from beginning of day getting up till sleep, every step is with some proper thinking, planning as given to us by the elders traditionally. Like the moment we get up, hand taking, Padagya, Karagre Vaste Lakshmi, Karamule Saraswati, Karavadyedu Govindaha, Prabhate Karadar. That's our samskara. Before you put the feet on the ground, Samudravasane Devi Bharatasthana Mandale, Vishnuvattinavastubhyam Padasparsham. Then during that the Havanam, which direction to sit and what time to get up and do, how long to do, with what it is to be done. Then Snana, everything is so beautiful, Samskrita. Even Bhojanam. The kitchen itself is full of samskara. Everybody is not allowed. All the utensils, not like all these is plastic and allowed today. Slowly drop plastic, come back to your steel burden. At least come second. Cooking is with samskara, serving is samskara, eating is samskara, talking to each other is samskara. Our own vrittis are full of samskara. Even office में भी जाते हैं तो चप्पल बाहर ही छोड़कर अंदर जाना. And that office place is taken as Bhagwan's temple. Definitely there is Bhagwan's मूर्तिस. उनको प्रणाम करके ही ये कार्य पूरे धर्म के साथ किए जाना. All that gone. In our India Parliament this month ending or next month, they are going to inaugurate competition. Even Hyderabad Secretariat also being started. this month only, next month. But let us see whether they keep anything related to Bhagavan. At least now we have become independent, no more Western, British rule, etc. Abhi to laga. But Daurabhagyam in our nation, and we don't claim as Hindu country, and we have to apply to all others. Therefore, all these spiritual things we don't do. मैं तो कहता हूँ every day parliament session सुबह और मंदिर हो थोड़ा 10 मिनट पूजा chanting, so which taking the oath and the pratigna, and then they should enter only with an idea. We only discuss our ideas so that how best we can help the nation. That's how they have to think. There is nobody called a Pratipaksha or the ruling party. All are for the country. Till the elections only they have to be other parties. Once the elections are over, both should work for the nation only. ऐसा बना है तभी जाकर such an amount of population and their energy gets energized for the global growth. India is capable of that. Today or yesterday, India has overtaken Chinese population. Now we are top in the world. I am talking about asanskritaha. Okay? Then kriyahinaha. Don't want to work. Bina kaam kiye sab milna chahiye. And that laziness only made the creation of all the machinery. The more the machinery is created, the more we are becoming stones because we have stopped working. Lazy. All the human skills are replaced by the machines. Now the latest going to be within few hours is what? Even the artificial brain is going to come. Then the artificial brains when they come, what will happen to all the living brains of us? They are defeated. Which is not a healthy good sign. Some countries they have stopped that robo वगैरह. उन्होंने 20 साल 30 साल किया. Everything done by the robots. But they understood to say humanity is losing its life. Then they started again, human beings doing, stopping the robo system. Some people quickly understand the shortcomings and losses of this technology. Then they reinstate the humanity, human life. So asamskritaha kriyahinaha. Kriya means achara kriyahina, no kriyahina. Every kriya of them have to be done by the machines only. Kriyahina. Then rajasa tamasa avrita. Rajaha means kama and bhoga pradana. Tamasa means non-thinking at the intellectual level, at body level, always sitting, sleeping, etc. This is how those people were encouraged as if by that Raja, जिसका नाम था विश्वपुर जी Puranjayaha. Everyone who followed him were like that only. Then what happened? Prajahate bhaksheshanti mlechaha rajanya rupinaha. These mlechas in the form of the king, they do the bhakshanam of the praja. Bhakshana means what? They will trouble the people's like anything. They don't have karuna krupa for the praja. Bhaksheshanti. It's happening. It's already in running. This is about last 2000 years to now, up to next whatever the time, till the Kalki Bhagavan comes, all the Dushta KALIYUGA will be like it. Uska continuation, second chapter. And we don't know how much of our earnings are taken on the name of tax by government. So much. And what we are given is meager, minimum. अब इसका हिसाब किताब लगाओ तो फिर भयंकर. Thank God, if now some government is acting at least little honestly. Otherwise, the thought itself in the kings was the prajas have to be suppressed and they have to be used as slaves and all. Did we see that bonded labor and all? How the Indians were tortured by all these people, starting from the Mughals onwards, followed by all these foreigners when they came. That is the meaning of Mlechaha Rajanya Rupinaha Prajaha Bhakshesh. All these Mlechas, because of weaponry and all, come to the kingdom and become kings, and they do the Bhakshanam of the human beings. Pashuon se bhi hina. Just 2.5 years back, 250 साल पहले, You must know all that, how we were. Everyone, whether it is a king of the entire nation or it may be a grama, municipal or मुखिया जो भी थे, और बाकी सब उनके दास ही बनना चाहिए. Everybody. Now what happens, in course of time, what is the undercurrent that has happened, which many know but nobody will talk, is those repressed, suppressed people only now are gathering power and becoming the ministers and Mukhyamantri and all that. They are, because the nature is non-positive, they are ruling others, as if taking badala. Human life, constantly subjected to the tamo rajo guna, therefore for downfall. To protect from it, the antidote of satoguna through nirantara vidya of the cultural tradition has to be done. If that is not done, like if the good food is not given, there is no immunity in the body, diseases attack us. So too, if proper education time and again continuously not given, generations get lost in tamas and rajas. So, prajaste bhakshishyati milecha rajanya rupinaha. Now that's what I said, without reading. Tan nadahate janapadaha. And all the janapada for whom these useless kings are the natha, tat shila acharavadinaha, slowly copying them, they also become like that. Finally, what is the result? Anyonyataha rajavishcha. By mutually fighting, quarreling, killing each other, rajavishcha also by be king, kshayam yasyanti piditaha, troubled, they get destroyed. Yeah, destruction is no happiness, no peace, no prosperity, only himsa, troubling each other and killing each other. See, in today's country, you see everywhere, on the name of caste, religions, each one are killing each other, and on the name of business through competitions, that way also destroying each other. Kings and leaders and the governments also are doing that. In short, from the spiritual reality, total destruction. Health-wise, total destruction. Moral, ethical, total destruction. We are living only death. Worse than death. So this is what when it was said about the beginning of the Kaliyuga ke Raja, aise hoenge, right from this useless fellow Puranjaya, he is Vishwaspurji. इससे पहले भी धीरे धीरे वो घटता आया, but his name is specially mentioned. In continuation of that is now the Kaliyuga Lakshanas that are told in this second chapter. 15-16 slokas it talks. And our purpose is only to observe them and see that, and we protect ourselves from that. In Kaliyuga, the best seva which we can do to the world is the Kaliyuga Durgunas, when we avoid from our own heart and have some Sadguna, that is the best seva we can do. More than that, इधर हंगामा करने निकलोगे सारे गुंडे मिलकर, देखो now, very danger in the next parliament elections. What will happen we don't know. When all the Swartha Bhaktas come together, anything can happen. And I believe, I say, Praja should be intelligent now. Let anybody talk anything, promise anything. Let the Praja be intelligent to see who is honestly serving. Them only they have to elect. Otherwise, we refer again decades together, you will be repressed and suppressed. In the whole world, if one country is standing tall and strong, economically, defense-wise, in so many aspects, it is Bharata Mata. If it has to be sustained, it is in the hands of Praja to elect the correct Praja Pratinidhi. If for any reason of anything other than Desha Bhakti, because the regionism, caste, creed or religion, कुछ भी लेकर तुम पावर दोगे, टुकड़े टुकड़े करेंगे, बहुत भयंकर होएगा. एंड आस्तिकता का तो पूरा, क्योंकि nobody is interested in आस्तिकता. Everybody wants their own power and all. देखो टेम्पल वगैरह गिराए तो हमारा क्या गया? Please remember, Praja and Neta should know one thing. If we are going to die, Definitely. So what is liked by us, what is wanted by us, that we should not create. We have to create those things which will be useful for all the times to come. मैं मेरे इच्छे वाले करूं, आगे वाला भी इसको सत्यानाश करके और कुछ करेगा. The vision itself is wrong. I am going to die in few years. Therefore, I should not do what I want or like. I should do what is required. Do you understand it? It's a very subtle thought. I don't think easy for anybody to catch it or accept it easily. Intelligent people may understand, but only pure hearted accept it. Everybody has intelligence nowadays. That is the biggest danger. That misusing the intelligence is the terrible khatga with which we kill everyone is our intellect which is misused. वही तो हो रहा है. इतने अकल से सब लोग एक दूसरे को धोखा दे जा रहे हैं. So, some examples we are saying. If praja by individuals, they have to do well. They have to elect such Prathinidhi who at least take care of our culture, tradition, along with standing tall in spite of all international universal arts and taking the country ahead. And now I tell you one secret. It is thousands and thousands of sadhus and sannyasis and gurus with their own whatever capacity, because they are continuously empowering spiritually, ethically, morally the human beings, whomever they are taking as guru, that still our India and therefore the world is still intact in humanity. Each guru, कोई 10 लोगों को, कोई 20 को, कोई 1000 को, कोई लाख को, कोई 10 लाख को, वो लगा रहे spiritual moral path में. May not be 100%, but not as destructive as it is there in Kaliyuga ना. इसलिए हमको ना इन सारे संत महात्माओं के चरण में पढ़कर थैंक यू बोलना चाहिए हमको. If they don't teach us shastras, if they don't teach us the need of self-discipline, control of the faculties, if they don't teach us dharma, adhyatmikata, we could have long back destroyed each other. In India, that air में सारा vibrations है, पानी में है, खाने में और भी है, because of relentless work is done, like I am doing class here. At the same time, there are 100 or 1000 Mahatmas who are giving satsanga to the people. May not be ultimate or perfect, yet the work is going on. All round the clock. That is what is somewhat countering or counter-attacking the negativity, which is there in the Kaliyuga as dharma, the bhautikavad के कारण. ये भी नहीं मानो, अब 1 घंटा भी आप क्लास में आओगे तो ये 1 घंटा भी will be in the bhoga only, in the worldliness only. At least 1 hour you are held here. Whether the good thing is made to be done by you or not, at least the bad is stopped for 1 hour. In the same way, all the temples, all the utsavas, so much of struggle is going on from all the Mahatmas and good people. Mahatma is not necessarily only the sannyasis. So many of you, those who are heading organizations, becoming committee members, कुछ लोग 1% या 5% जानकर 95% अनजाने में, but just being with that guru or samstha, they are doing lot of servicing, not allowing the world to get destroyed totally because of overpowering effect of Kali. And yet it won't be sufficient. The non-positive only slowly grows on. Ultimately, the Bhagavan will have to come as Kali and do the work. Okay. So only one shloka we will see. Shri Shuka Uvacha Tatitiyodhyaya Kaliyuga LAKSHANAS. So, Tatahacha Anudinam, day by day, when the above said people become the kings. Earlier chapter में जो म्लेच्छ है, व्रात है, म्लेच्छ राजा बनते हैं, ब्राह्मण व्रात बनते हैं. अनुदिनम धर्मः सत्यम शौचम क्षमा दया. These are the great 5 qualities. बलिना कालेन, this भयंकर बलवान कलियुग काला, हे राजन नक्षति. Slowly they get reduced. Ayuhu balam smritihi. Not only these 5 qualities, but the ayu, the longevity, balam, the physical strength, smritihi, memory, all of them also are forgotten. Then, vittameva kalau nunam janmachara gunodayaha. Only moneyed person is called as a great person by birth, by actions and guna. पैसे है तो गुणवान, पैसे है तो कुलवान, पैसे है तो आचारवान. बस पैसे से सब खरीदा जाता है कलियुग. All these are very detailed and exhaustive. Tomorrow one by one we will take slowly and see that it's not happening. Therefore, what is our role? If we cannot add to the good of the world, at least if we can restrain from adding bad, at least we have to that extent helped. अच्छा कर न सके तो बुरा मत करो, ये ही स्लोगन है आज कलियुग में. Thereafter, अब बुरा नहीं कर रहे हो, कुछ तो करना, फिर अच्छा करो धीरे धीरे. Therefore, in today's Kaliyuga, simultaneously we have to mind about our own personal spiritual evolution. Same time, you have to mind about the global universal evolution also. In morals and ethics, not only in the bhoga. वो तो कर ही रहे साइंटिस्ट लोग, पागल लोग. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om Bhurvasva. Om Bharvadin Pranaya Panasan Brahmane Brahmarpanam Atimatana. Om Nirmega Shama Krishna Nitya Jagan Mohana Krishna Bala Gopala Krishna Bhavya Mangalam Venugana Lola Krishna Vedanta Vedya Navanita Chora Krishna Nitya Mangalam Bhakta Janadhara Krishna Varam Mukti Sandayaka Krishna Murti Mangalam Gita Amrita Krishna Parthasar Rupa Krishna Mangalam बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. महाविष्णु भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण महाशास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई समस्त भागवत आचार्य की जय. वेदव्यास वैशंपायन वेदव्यास शुकदेव सूतादि नारद सनत कुमार आदि ब्रह्मादि समस्त भागवत आचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. Thank you friends. Let us study our Adhyatma Ramayanam also for some time. O Lord, making us study all these texts, please give us Sadbuddhi also. And we become more and more truly from the core of the heart, sadhakas and bhaktas, tattva sadhaka and your bhakta. All the impurities which are obstructing our this sadhanas, please, O Lord, remove, give us strength to remove, give us the wisdom. Subuddhya yojayanti is the quotation. Give us that subuddhi. Maybe from deep core of the heart, assess and understand what is wrong way of living and right way of living, and give up the wrong way and take up the right way. O Lord. O Lord, one more challenge to you. It is in your own interest. If you don't give us sadbuddhi, if you continue our sadbuddhi, we only create problems to you. Because whatever khasra we do, you have to come and repair it. Therefore, in your own interest. ये आप ही के इच्छा में है कि हमको ज्ञान भक्ति वाला आध्यात्मिक साधना वाला सद्बुद्धि देना. It's a good prayer. I think today Bhagavan will definitely listen. हमने उनको धमकी दिया ना. So you brought us up to the class level, but let the knowledge sink in us, is digested by us, may percolate, permeate every ounce of our personality. This jnana, bhakti, prema alone should express through us every moment. Nothing against it. Let the Kali gunas, Kali dharmas don't touch us, oh Bhagavan, kuch karo. Like that we should pray. Thanks. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.